guys, so today I thought I would do the confidential book tag. I was in the mood to do a tag video and I saw somebody do this a couple weeks ago. I cannot remember who it was, but I loved the questions, so I decided to do it, and I have ransacked my bookcase to pick out all the books for this one. So there are 14 questions that just ask about books on your bookshelf and relevant to that and all that stuff. I'm really excited. It should be a lot of fun, and let's just jump right in. Question number 1 is, what is the oldest book on your bookshelf in terms of what book you bought the longest time ago? So I think for this one, my oldest book that I have is The Mystery at Lilac Inn, which is the 4th book in the Nancy Drew series by Carolyn Keene. This is one of the earliest series I can remember reading and loving. I think I started these in 3rd or 4th or 5th grade. I cannot remember when, but I know it's one of the very oldest on my shelf, and I don't have all of the books in the series. This is the earliest one, or the kind of youngest one in the series, if you will. And I loved this series so much as a kid, so I'm really excited to kind of talk about that. I kind of want to go back and read them again and see if I still like them. Question number 2 is, what is the latest book purchase? And I actually got this last night, and it is Entwined with You by Sylvia Day, which is the 3rd book in the Crossfire series. I've been reading these this month, and I'm trying to push through the series to get caught up. I think there are 4 out right now, and then there's one more that's going to be released this year or next year or sometime. So I got this last night. I also bought a couple other books with that, but I am going to do a book haul, so you'll have to wait for that. Number 3 is, what is the most expensive book on your bookshelf? And I think it would have to go to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I know that this one is the most expensive on my shelf as far as like what the dust jacket says. This one's $34.99 back in the day when it came out. I'm not sure what it is nowadays if you were to go buy like a newer printed edition. I feel like the prices have probably gone up, but I am not sure if I paid $34.99 for this when I pre-ordered it back in the day, but I do know that as far as what the books say, that's probably the most expensive in value. Number 4 is, what is the most inexpensive book that you have? And I have quite a few books from my local used bookstore, and it seems like every single book I buy there is a $2 book. So I just picked one of those, and the one I chose to talk about is Perfect Chemistry by Simone Elkeles. I bought this last year, and I read this back in the fall, kind of late summertime, and I enjoyed this story. I actually think I rated it a 5-star, but I don't know if I would want to read it again. I did see there were some really pretty new editions of the covers at Barnes & Noble, and I kind of want those, but I don't know if I could justify buying them because I'm not sure I'd want to go back through and read it again. I liked it, but it wasn't anything like over the top, but I do know I paid $2 for that one, so that's awesome. Number 5 is, what is a book you've wasted money on? I feel bad saying this, but I definitely think that Spud by John Van de Ruit is a waste of money, because I bought this at the local used bookstore for $2, and at the time I thought it seemed promising. I had seen on Goodreads when I was buying it that some people had put it in their TBR, people that I'm friends with, not like random people, and so I thought, oh, that's kind of promising. That means other people know what this is. It might be really good. And I started reading this a couple months ago, and I just did not like it. I don't think I made it past like the first 3 or 4 pages, and I'm not sure I'll go back and try and read it. So to me, that's a little bit of a waste, although it was only $2, so I don't feel that guilty about it, but I just don't know if I'll ever read it. Number 6 is, what is the prettiest book on your bookshelf? And I have a really hard time picking books for these types of questions because I love a lot of the contemporary, just young adult covers. They've gotten really good cover art designers / artists out nowadays, and I love a lot of the ones on my shelf, but I went with the Selection by Kira Cass. I think these are just some of the prettiest young adult books out there, or any books out there on my bookshelf. Personally, I love them. I think they're so gorgeous, and I love this particular one, which is the first one, because of the blue color, and I like the font and the crown, and it's just very fitting of the series. And I really liked the series too, which is an added bonus. Of course, the top priority is what the cover looks like first, but the book was really good too. So the 7th question is, what is the ugliest book on your bookshelf? And I feel really bad about picking this, but this is a book that I did not buy. This is a book that I will probably never read, and this is a book that, all honesty, was a book that I was given in high school to read in class, and it was a book that just never got returned. I don't know why. I didn't purposely keep it. I didn't try to steal it. It wasn't like, I love this book and I'm gonna steal it from my library. It was something that they handed us out in class, and I just never gave it back. I found it one day in a box of stuff, and so it's on my bookshelf, and I just don't like the cover, and that's A History of Women in America. And I don't mean this to say like the women on the cover are ugly. I just don't think that this is a pretty cover. It's dull, it's very textbook, it's very schoolish, and that is not fun. 8 is what is the shortest book on your bookshelf, and that has to go to The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, which I love. This is one of my all-time favorites, and if you haven't read this yet, please go get it. It is the easiest thing to get through. It's such a powerful book though, and I absolutely love it. I love the movie as well, which I've talked about a ton. Question number 9 is what is the longest book on your bookshelf, which is also a no-brainer for me, and that is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is the 5th one and the longest one in the series. I think this comes in around 850 pages-ish, and Deathly Hallows is just slightly behind at like 740, but this book is so good. I know some people are scared of Harry Potter when they haven't read it, and they're scared to get past like the 3rd book, but honestly, they just get so much better as they go on, and I absolutely love this one. So to me, it's like a walk in the park to read that because it's not daunting to me at all. So 10 asks what I am currently reading, and of course that is Entwined with You by Sylvia Day, which I just showed. 11 is what book are you hoping to read next, and that is the 4th one in this series. I cannot remember what it's called. I think it just came out in like the fall time of last year. I'm not sure. I know it's blue, but I don't know what it's called, but I'm gonna get that one next after I finish this, and then that will be what I will read next. Number 12 is what underhyped book on your bookshelf do you love? I'm a huge fan of Easy by Tamara Weber, and I just feel like not enough people talk about this. This is a new adult book, and I know not everyone likes new adult in terms of kind of what this one is. It is a little bit more of kind of a sensual book, and not everybody likes reading that, but I am a huge fan of this. This is my all-time favorite new adult book, and if you like new adult and you haven't read this, then you need to check it out because Tamara has amazing writing style and skills, and the story is really captivating. The characters are on point, and I love it. So I would highly recommend this to anyone and everyone. It's definitely my favorite underhyped book. 13 is what overhyped book on your bookshelf do you love? And that would have to be Anna and the French Kiss. I love this book, and I know a lot of other people love this book as well, and I had a couple others I could pick for this question too, like Harry Potter or something like that, but this one's a really fun, sweet, cute, young adult romance contemporary book, and I love it. The last question is what are your current top 3 favorite books? So I had to stick with number 1 being Harry Potter because I love the entire series. I really love the first book, but just the entire series for sure. Number 2 has to go to the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. Close second behind Harry Potter. Completely different and still not quite up there with Harry Potter, but definitely very close in my heart. And then the last one is a very brand new all-time favorite that I just read, and that is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I am going to be doing a book review on this very soon, so stay tuned for that. I loved this book. It was absolutely amazing, and it is one of my all-time favorite books now, and I decided to pick it over The Perks of Being a Wallflower or any of the other ones that I really love because I just absolutely loved this. That is all for the questions today. I hope you all enjoyed this tag. I thought that these questions were really fun. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And if you make videos and you want to do this, I'm tagging all of you all to do it. Feel free to say that I tagged you and then share it with me. You can leave a comment below and say you did it and I'll check it out. Or tweet me on Twitter at TheBookDiary with the link and I'll go watch it and comment and all that good stuff because I love watching other people do tags, and I would love if you guys would do this one too. I hope you all are doing really well, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys!